Yo, welcome to the Chasers Edge home run slate breakdown. We're looking at Thursday, July 9th, and we've got a full slate day and night games to look at. Before we do, want to go over how yesterday, Wednesday, July 8th, went. And you can see here on the heat check, we did call 5 correct picks yesterday. So we had PCA, who went twice, Alonso, Stowers, Abrams, and Luis Garcia all went and were called out during the slate breakdown yesterday. So good stuff. Definitely want to keep this going, build on this, and call some more for today. Of course, we did also have our pick of the day yesterday was Dylan Dingler. He had a hit in his first at bat and then left with a hand injury. So we did not get to see a full game from him, unfortunately. But we also had Kurtz, who left with an injury as well. So that sucked. But you could see here kind of how the slate went. We had 37 total home runs on the slate. The model called 17 home runs. And we had 10 correct Chasers picks. I know Maj and Cardi weren't able to get picks in. Cardi just got his pick of the day in. But myself and Chax called 9 correctly. And then Cardi's pick of the day was PCA. So he picked correctly here. And then you can see, too, there were 2 games. Oops, I accidentally clicked there. 2 games without a home run. We also had a lot of games with just one. You can see 7 in the Phillies-Reds game and 9 in the Cubs-Orioles game. So those 2 games alone accounted for 16 of the 37 home runs. So just an okay day, but 5 correct picks is really good, and we're gonna get more today. So let's get into it. Again, this is Thursday. We've got to switch over here to tomorrow. Okay. And we do have 6 afternoon or day games, and then 7 night games. 13 games total. We've got our top 10 from the model: Schwarber, Caglione, PCA, Neto, Montgomery. Contreras, that's Wilson Contreras, Soto, Vargas, Francisco Alvarez, and Bowers. That's our top 10. First game we got is the Braves and the Pirates. Got the wind blowing out to center, 3 miles an hour. Mitch Keller on the mound for the Pirates. He has given up 12 home runs on the year, 10 to left-handed batters, just 2 to righties. Much better numbers to lefties as well. We've got top game day threats: Olsen, Harris. Pretty far drop off below that. Model percentage: Olsen, Dubone, Bart, Baldwin, Albies. Home run threat: Baldwin, Olsen, Harris, Smith, Dubone. A little bit for Riley and Albies. Matchup wise, Olsen, Harris really got the best matchups here. Albies is pretty good too. Zone fit, we've got Olsen, Harris, Riley. I like that Riley's got 2 extra base hits here. He's been making good contact at least. Maybe a bit unlucky because his numbers are decent over here. But you could see Olsen's got 2 extra base hits, one being a home run. Albies, Dubone also have home runs and a few extra base hits. And then Farmer Yastrzemski also has extra base hit against Keller here. Olson is 7 for 14 against Keller. So I really like him here. And I like him for the 2+ HRR as well. I'm also liking Baldwin here. I like it against Keller's pitch mix. It'd be my second. Bryce Elder on the mound for the Braves. He's given up 12 home runs as well. A more even split. Better numbers, though, from an average slugging OPS standpoint to righties. We've got top game day threats: Lau, Valdez, Reynolds, Davis. Model percentage: Lau, Reynolds, Valdez, O'Hearn, Davis. Home run threat, we got Reynolds, Lau, O'Hearn, Gonzalez with a little bit there. Matchup-wise, we don't have a ton. O'Hearn's got the best matchup. We don't really have a lot of zone fit here either. Ozuna, Reynolds, Lau, Callahan, Davis, Valdez just barely, but I like the way righties are hitting against Elder here, and Valdez has a really good pitch, good stats against the pitch mix. So I'm going with Valdez for sure. I'm not loving Lau or Reynolds. Elder throws a lot of sliders. Neither hit too great against the slider. Lau has a decent amount of home runs against it, but not a good average. And O'Hearn hits very well against Elder's pitch mix, so I'm going to go O'Hearn for a long shot here. He's plus 600, which is pretty crazy considering he just had, I know he didn't homer yesterday, but he had the day before 3 home runs in that game. He's been hot. He's on a little hit streak as well, so I like O'Hearn here for a long shot, but my favorite's Valdez. On to Royals and Mets. We got the wind blowing out to center at 11 miles an hour. I like that at Citi Field. Mike Wacha on the mound for the Royals. He has given up 13 home runs on the year. He's faced 464 batters, so pretty good actually for the amount of batters he's faced. Even splits between left and right. He has faced less righties and given up just about the same number of home runs. So righty's a little bit better for power, but pretty even splits. Game day threats: Soto, Alvarez, Young. Model percentage: Alvarez, Vientos, Benj, Soto. Home run threat: Alvarez, Benj, Soto, Bichette, Beatty, Young. Matchups is liking Jared Young, Alvarez, Taylor, and Lindor a bit. Beatty in here too. Zone fit wise, Alvarez, Taylor, Young, Lindor are all green. We've also got a little bit of a zone fit for Vientos, Soto, Polanco, and Wagaman. Got some history here too. Polanco's got a home run off of Wacha. Beatty's got an extra base hit. Bichette's got 2 extra base hits, one being a home run. All right, I'm loving Alvarez here with the matchup. I like Soto as well. I don't know if I love him as much with the juice plus 260. I am going to go with 2 long shots here. When blowing out, I like Bichette. He's had decent numbers. Good matchup. He's hit a home run off of Waka, and I like Brett Beatty as well. He's on a little hit streak here. He has seen Waka well. He's 2 for 3 against him in his career with an extra base hit. And these guys both have air ball quality, you could see here. So with the wind blowing out, if they can get it up in the air against Waka, that thing's going out. Okay, Manaya's on the mound for the Mets. 8 home runs given up this year, 303 batters faced. He is a lefty, so righties definitely see him better. Top game day threats: Caglione, Witt, Jensen, Sal. Model percentage: Cags, Jensen, Lane Thomas. Home run threat: we got Witt, Cags, Marte, and then Sal, Carter, Jensen, and Collins. Top matchup: nothing standing out. We got a few guys here at the top. Zone fit: Jensen leading the pack, Marte, Witt, Maley, Cags, and Sal. Damn, Sal's got 3 home runs off of Manaya. Bobby's got 1. You've got a couple guys with extra base hits: Collins, Thomas, and Rojas. Manaya throws a lot of sweepers, and Bobby hits the sweeper very good. I'm going with him. I'm going to stay away from Sal. I wouldn't hate taking him just because he's hit 3 home runs and 18 at-bats off of Manaya, but, obviously Sal's getting a bit older. Still hitting the ball well. But I'm going to go instead with a long shot here with Nick Lofton. He's been hitting the ball very good. I like his matchup with Manaya. And he is plus 750. So long shot for sure, but I do like Lofton here. Okay. We've got Yankees and Rays. Indoor in Tampa Bay. We do not have a pitcher for the Yankees listed. Let me see if I can see who that's going to be. It is looking like it's going to be a bullpen game for the Yankees. I'm seeing maybe Yarbrough pitching a bulk of the innings, maybe 3 or 4 innings if he can. Even with a bullpen game, I've been saying it. Aranda's due. I'm going to keep picking him. He's been hitting the ball very good. And he was 2 for 3 yesterday with a double. I'm going to go with Aranda. Do check back here, though. As a reminder, you can access this model for free. I'm going to link the Discord in the comments. You join the Discord, you go to chasers.win, and you just sign in with your Discord. Okay, we got Cubs and Orioles. Wait, never mind. I didn't do the Yankees. What am I doing? Back to this game. We got Rasmussen on the mound for the Rays. He's given up 11 home runs on the year, 378 batters faced. He is a righty. He's given up more of his home runs to lefties. Top game day threats: Jazz, Rice, Grisham. Model percentage: Rice, Goldschmidt, Jazz, Caballero. Home run threat: we've got Rice, Belly, Grisham, and Jazz. Matchup: we got Jazz, Grisham, kind of ahead of the pack here. McMahon, Wells also getting a little bit. Zone fit really strong for Jazz. Grisham getting some. Goldschmidt, McMahon, Rice, Rosario Schumann for a little. Jazz got an extra base hit off of Rasmussen. Grisham's got a homer. Wells has got a homer. Rasmussen's primary pitch is a cutter, and Ben Rice does not hit the cutter very well, so I'm assuming he's going to pitch that often to him. Jazz has got a good zone fit, but also doesn't see the cutter that well. And looking at good cutter hitters, it's between Belly and McMahon, and I'm liking Belly's form a bit more. Hasn't homered really, but he's at least getting the home run threat with his underlying numbers. Sweet spot is right there. And he's seen Rasmussen a bit. So I'm going to go Belly here. I like that pick. All right, now we're done with this game. Let's go to the Cubs and Orioles. We've got the wind blowing out to left, 6 miles an hour. Trevor Rogers on the mound for the O's. He's given up 9 home runs on the year. 8 of the 9 have come to right-handed batters, being a lefty. Top game day threat, PCA, Happ, Seiya. Conforto's in there as well. Model percentage, PCA, Dansby, Seiya. Home run threat, PCA, Seiya. Pedro Ramirez, Bush, Happ. A little bit for Horner, Bregman, Swanson. We've got our top matchups. Who sticks out here? Swanson's got a really good matchup. He's been hot as well. Happ, a decent matchup as well here. Zone fit is like in Bush, Swanson, Happ, PCA, Seiya, Conforto a little bit as well. You can see Swanson's got 4 extra base hits against Rogers, one of them being a home run. And PCA has an extra base hit as well. I'm liking Dansby here. I like the matchup. He's seen Rogers a lot too. Matches up well with the pitch mix as well. So going Dansby. David Peterson on the mound for the Cubs. Only 6 home runs given up this year, although his ERA is over 6. So he's just not given up a ton of home runs. Top game day threats for the O's, Alonso, Basayo, Mayo, Cowser. Model percentage, Alonso, Mayo, Cowser, Basayo. Home run threat, we've got Alonso, Ward, Gunner. Matchup-wise, nothing really stands out. Zone fit, Alonso, Cowser, Mayo, Basayo. A little bit for Holiday, Beavers, O'Neill. We saw a lot of home runs in this game, in this matchup yesterday. And Pete hit one. I'm thinking we may not see as much. Of course, obviously probably not as much, but it might be a lighter day for dingers in Baltimore here. But I do like Alonso hits the sinker very well, and that's Peterson's primary pitch. So I like the matchup here. I'm going to go with Alonso. Off to Guardians and Twins. Wind blowing in 5 miles an hour from left. Bailey Ober on the mound for the Twins. He's given up 12 home runs this year, 10 of those from lefties. Definitely better power numbers from left-handed batters. Game day threats likes Manzardo, Hoskins, Arias, Watson, Fry are in there as well. Home run percentage, Fry, Manzardo, Hoskins, Hedges, Arias. Home run threat, Manzardo, DeLauder, Kwan, and a little bit for Rocchio. Matchup wise, nothing really standing out here. Zone fit, Hoskins, Hedges, Manzardo, Arias, Fry, and a little bit for Watson. See a couple extra base hits already hit in the past. Schneemann has 2 with a home run off Ober. Arias has 2. Manzardo has 1. Manzardo looks okay. He just does not hit off speed well, and Ober pitches off speed 50% of the time. If he connects on a fastball, I could see him going, but I really like DeLauder in this spot. I think he stays hot and puts one out. Gavin Williams on the bump for the Guards. He's given up 16 home runs on the year, 10 to lefties, 6 to righties. He's a righty himself. Game day threat, we've got Royce, Bell, Clemens, Carantini. Home run percentage, we've got Clemens, Bell, Carantini, Brooks Lee. Home run threat, Clemens, Bell, Keyshaw, Lee. Matchup, Clemens a little bit more. Bell, Larnach, Gray. Zone fits coming in for Clemens, Bell, Carantini, and Royce. We got a little bit of history with Clemens and Royce both hitting extra base hits off of Gavin. Yeah, based off matchup, form, history, zone fit, I'm going Clemens here. All right, that does it for this game. Next, we got the last day game. Boston and the White Sox. We've got wind blowing out to right field, 7 miles an hour. Sandoval on the mound for the Red Sox. I didn't realize Sandoval was on the Red Sox. He's been hurt for a bit. He hasn't pitched since 2024. He has looked good in his rehab outings. He pitched 18 innings in his rehab assignment, 1.96 ERA. That was with AAA. 4 outings with AAA, 2 outings with AA. But he is a lefty. Don't love some of the lefties here for the Sox. But I'm going to go with Vargas. Anthony Kay on the mound for the White Sox. He's given up 11 home runs on the year. Left-handed pitcher as well, so 9 of his home runs have come from righties. Top game day threat, Wilson, Duran, Abreu. Model percentage, Wilson, Durbin, Monasterio. Home run threat, Wilson, Abreu, Duran, Rafaela, Durbin. Matchup, nothing too crazy here. Zone fit, Duran, Wilson, Abreu, and a little bit for Monasterio. I do really like Wilson's matchup here. Probably get a few sweepers, which he doesn't hit that great, but I do like Wilson. And I like as a long shot here, I'm liking Romy Gonzalez. All right, that does it for this game. On to the night slate, A's and Detroit. We got the wind blowing across to left, 14 miles an hour. Framber is on the bump for the Tigers. He's given up 11 home runs on the year, 9 of them coming to righties. Top game day threats: Kurtz, Langoliers, Soderstrom, Thomas Heim. Model percentage: Kurtz, Heim, Soderstrom, Thomas, Geloff in there, Langoliers in there. Home run threat: Kurtz, Langoliers, Soderstrom, McNeil. Top matchups: Geloff, Kurtz. A little bit for these kind of don't really stand out. Zone fit: Kurtz, Geloff, Soderstrom, Heim, Langoliers, and Thomas. Few extra base hits here. We got Kurtz and Langoliers with 2 extra base hits, one of them being homers. Lawrence Butler, Wilson, Heim all have extra base hits as well. I'm really liking Langoliers here. He's 6 for 15 against Valdez with a home run. Sees him very well. And if I go long shot here, I'm going to go with Geloff. I don't love it, but I do really like the zone fit. He's got the best matchup as well. So I do like Geloff here. All right, Perkins pitching for the A's. He's given up 8 home runs on the year, 250 batters faced. Righties seeing him better, hitting him better. Top game day threats: Green, Torque, Carpenter, Dingler, who is probably hurt. I don't know if he'll play. Model percentage: Keith, Green, Carpenter, Torque, Dingler. Home run threat: Dingler, Green, Torque, and McGonigal. Top matchup: Carpenter, Keith, Green. Really on the top here. Zone fit: Carpenter, Dingler, Keith, Green, and Torque. I'm liking Carpenter here the most. Best matchup, best zone fit. He hits the sweeper well. Perkins, or decently well. Perkins throws a few sweepers. All right, on to the next game. Mariners and Marlins. We've got George Kirby on the bump. That's not right. He just pitched. All right, there we go. Bryce Miller is on the bump for the Mariners. He's given up 7 home runs on the year against 187 batters faced. 5 of the 7 have come from righties. Top game day threats: Stowers, Casey, Heriberto. Model percentage: Heriberto heavy, Casey, Stowers, Mac. Home run threat: Stowers, Edwards, Lopez. A little bit for Hicks and Marcy. Matchup: nothing too crazy. Marcy and Hicks. Best zone fits: Heriberto, Conine with some, Ruiz, Casey, Stowers, and Mac. I like Casey here. He hits well against both the fastball and splitter, which are Bryce's favorite pitches. Stowers been on a tear. Heriberto's been on a tear. Can't really go wrong with these top 3, but my favorite's Casey. If I was going to go long shot, I don't hate Joe Mack in here, too. I'm actually going to mark him down as a long shot. All right, we need to change this as well. I don't know why this happened here. Junk's on the mound. For Miami, he's given up 8 home runs on the year, 255 batters faced, 5 of those coming to lefties, much better numbers for lefties as well against junk. Top game day threats: Canzone, Rayleigh, Raleigh. Model percentage: Canzone, Emerson, Young. Home run threat: Randy, Crawford, Young, Naylor. Matchup, nothing crazy. Zone fit: Rayleigh, Garver, Canzone, and Raleigh. Alright, I'm liking either Canzone or Randy for more of a long shot. But yeah, I like Canzone here versus the mix. And I don't love Cal as much. And I picked him yesterday and he sold, even though he had a good matchup. I'm liking him a little bit less today. And I like Randy here for a long shot. Next game, we've got Phillies and Reds. Brady Singer on the bump for the Reds, giving up 20 home runs on the year. Just lots of red here, which we like to see. Game day threats, we like Schwarber, Marsh, Hill, Harper. Model percentage: Marsh, Schwarber, Harper, Hill. Home run threat: Schwarber, Harper, Marsh, Crawford, Stott, Bohm, Trey. Matchup: Stott, Crawford, Schwarber, Marsh. Zone fit: Sosa, Marsh, Rincones, Schwarber, Real Muto, Hill, a little bit for Harper, Stubbs, and Marchand. Yeah, so Schwarber looks insane on paper. I just looked at his odds. Plus 128. I don't know if I love that, honestly, just with yeah, I don't love plus 128. I don't know if I'm going to have as much of him. Those are crazy odds. I am picking him to go because I mean, like I said, on paper, it's just incredible. Considering the odds, I think my favorite here is Harper. He's plus 250. And then my favorite long shot is not Stott. I'm between Turner and Bohm, but I think I like Bohm a little bit more based on the mix and the matchup. This is a game you circle here. We got Luzardo on the mound for the Phillies. I guess he has been good this year against the home run. I shouldn't say that. Earlier on, he was giving up more, but 9 home runs on the year. He's given up pretty much all of them to righties, 8 of the 9. Game day threat is liking Ellie, McLean, Stevenson, Geno, Steer. Model percentage: Steer, Geno, Marte. Home run threat: Ellie, Sal, Marte, Steer, McLean. Reds hit a ton of home runs yesterday. No great matchups here. Zone fit. I'm not going to name them all off. It's pretty much everyone got a zone fit, but Marte, Lowe, Steer, Geno, Ellie. Got some history. Steer and Ellie and Trevino all have a extra base hit against Luzardo. I'm going to go back to Ellie here for a back-to-back. I like the matchup here. We'll leave it at that. All right, Brewers and Cardinals. We've got Palante on the mound for the Cardinals. He's given up 9 home runs on the year. He's been pretty stingy against the home run. Game day threat, Bowers, Mitchell, Churio, Sanchez. Model percentage, Bowers, Churio, Mitchell, Sanchez. Home run threat, Bowers, Mitchell, Terang. A little bit Contreras and Frelick. Matchup, we got a good matchup for Yelich, Bowers, Terang, Frelick. Gary Sanchez, best zone fit. Bowers with the zone fit. Churio, Contreras, Mitchell. A lot of guys here with extra base hits against Palante. I like Bowers and Churio here. But I'm going to go with Bowers because of the matchup, zone fit, all of that. I like him a lot. I like Churio here, 2+ HRR. Logan Henderson starting for the Brewers. He's given up 2 home runs on the year, just 90 batters faced. Doesn't look like he's fully stretched out, so he may not pitch too much. Maybe 4 innings, 3-4 innings. So we'll get a little bit more from the bullpen for Milwaukee. Top game day threats, though, here. Walker, Velasquez, Burleson. Model percentage, Torres, Burleson, Walker, Velasquez. Home run threat, Walker, Burleson, Weatherholt, Pajes, Herrera, and Wynn. Burleson getting good matchup and good zone fit. Velasquez, Walker, Nootbaar, Torres all getting zone fit as well. Hey, give me Burleson here. I like the fit. Next game is Angels and Rangers. Got the wind blowing at 15 miles an hour out to left. Oh, we're in Texas. But shit, we got Evaldi on the mound. He's given up 19 home runs on the year. Pretty even splits as well. Game day threats, Neto, Trout, Soler, Siri, low. Model percentage, Neto, Siri, Trout, low. Soler. Home run threat, we got Trout, Neto, Soler, Adele, and Shunwell. Matchups liking low, Shunwell, Meckler, Heineman. Zone fit, low, Neto. A little bit less, but Sirio, Hoppy, Trout, Soler, Guzman, Grisham. Some guys with history here, too. Neto, Trout, Lowe, Peraza, Shanwell. Based on the matchup, I'm really liking Josh Lowe here. I'm going to go with him. I do like Lowe the most. I'm liking Neto's got history with Evaldi, too. Good matchup and everything. I'd pick Lowe over Neto, but I like both of them. Detmer's on the mound for the Angels. Lefty. He's given up 9 home runs on the year. 8 to righties. We've got our game day threat, Berger, Peterson, Foscue. Model percentage, Peterson, Foscue, Berger. Home run threat, Nimmo, Jung, Smith, Lopez, Berger, Duran. Our matchup is liking Berger and Foscue the most. And then Zone Fit is liking Foscue Burger, Nimmo, Smith, Peterson. A little bit for Higgy, Diaz, Carter. Higgy's got an extra base hit off of him. Burger's got a homer. Let's see. I don't really love any Rangers here. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on Texas. But let's go to the D-backs and the Padres. We've got, where's the wind going? Out to center, 5 miles an hour. Merrill Kelly is on the bump for the D-backs. A lot of history with the Padres. We've got game day threat, France, Tatis, Cronenworth, Machado. Model percentage, we've got Manny, Sheets, Cronenworth, a little bit for Merrill and France. We've got home run threat, Sheets, Tatis, Merrill, Machado, a little for Bogarts. Matchup looks good for Cronenworth, Tatis, a little bit for Sheets and Merrill. Zone fit, only 2 on here, Tatis and France. See, Tatis has hit Merrill Kelly very good. 4 home runs, 5 extra base hits. As has Cronenworth. Sheets has a home run off of him. Manny does as well. Some extra base hits from these guys as well. My favorite play here on the Padres is Jackson Merrill. I like him a lot here. I've got to go Tatis, too, just with how he's hit Merrill. Manny's really not hit him that well. He's batting 159 against Merrill, 44 plate appearances, so this is a little misleading. But, yeah, we'll go Tatis and Merrill. I actually just realized it's Merrill, Jackson Merrill, off of Merrill Kelly. So that might be a sign. Merrill on Merrill. Canning on the bump for the Padres. He's given up 8 home runs this year in just 227 batters faced. All of them coming to lefties. Lefties really mashing against him. Today the day we get a Corbin dinger. He's so due. Game day threat, Corbin, Cattell, a little bit for Kepler. Model percentage, Corbin, Cattell. Really just Corbin, Cattell here. Home run threat, Marte, Pavin Smith, Corbin, Arenado, Perdomo, Vargas. Matchup is liking... nothing crazy, but Pavin and Cattell. Zone fit is Cattell, Corbin, Kepler. All 3 of those guys have an extra base hit. Off of Canning, Corbin has a home run off of him. So does Gurriel. Okay, I do think it's going to be one of Corbin or Cattell. I'm going with Corbin. Again, I think he's due. Looked at the mix. I think he hits the Canning's mix a little bit more. So we'll go Corbin here. All right, in the last game, we've got Colorado and San Francisco. Wind blowing out to center, 17 miles an hour. Ryan Feltner on the bump for the Rockies. 9 home runs given up, 244 batters faced, even split. Game day threat, Devers, Ramos, Eldridge, Schmidt. Adames sneaking in there a little bit. Model percentage, Devers, Adames, Ramos, Eldridge, Baracoto. Home run threat, Schmidt, Rodriguez, Adames, Devers, Horizon Lee. Matchups like in Devers, really. A little bit for Eldridge down here. Zone fit, Schmidt, Devers, Ramos, Eldridge, Adames, and Baracoto. Devers has a homer off of Feltner. I'm liking Casey Schmidt to go here. Like the matchup. Oh, and we don't have a pitcher for the Giants. Looks like it. I'm seeing on X, Weisenhunt's going to start for the Giants. It's rumored. It's not official yet. I'm going to go Goodman here. Weisenhunt's a lefty. I think Goodman's due. So I'm going to keep it at that for here. But that does it for today's breakdown. Be sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. I post these videos every single day, going through the full slate and picking out winners. So drop a comment if you have any questions, or let me know who you're taking. Would love to see that. And like I've been saying, if you hit a good bet off of the info I'm providing on these videos, let me know, either in the Discord or on X. And yeah, make sure you join the Discord as well. Like I said, it's going to be the first comment pinned below. With being in the Discord, you also have access to the Chasers Edge model, which is what I just went through. So it's chasers.win is the domain. Just have to log in with your Discord, and if you're in the Chasers Edge Discord, you will be able to access this yourself. So I know we had some pictures that were not listed, so once those are listed, you could come in here and check things out for yourself. There's a couple other tabs in here as well. We've added a hits tab, the picks here, so you can see everyone that we picked today right here. And then we do have a victims tab as well, which I really like. It shows the pitchers that are most vulnerable on the slate, and who's most likely to hit a home run against them. So it's strictly pitcher focused, while the boards section is more batter focused until you click into each batter. So that is pretty much it for today. I hope everyone has a great Thursday and wins some money, and we'll see you tomorrow.